kind of muscles you have? No. Bro, what kind of patterns you have? Or is it just aesthetics?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Training Every Single Day. So if you've been watching for a while, you know I like to start off my days with some sort of session that continues kind of like a theme for a couple weeks, couple months. And I was happy with the turtle spins, but the recent hand balancing, I've been I'm not really happy with that part. A little unmotivated, or not really unmotivated, but unhappy with the level of hand balancing, struggling with the handstand. But sometimes you need to realize that you're not going to feel well about circumstances, but you just need to keep on going. You need to somehow actualize some sort of method to keep on going even when you don't feel like it. You can either channel into ways to be more disciplined, to find motivation, or just to imagine and not reconceptualize, but get a different perspective on the situation and reframe how it is. So I'm not going to get into the specifics because I don't know you specifically unless you leave a comment on your situation, on what you need to be getting through or motivated in, or what your tough time is, what the ebbs and flows of your life are. But a lot of things that are pretty helpful are to find similar situations that are worse often in the past. Most things get better as time goes on. So just imagine you were born, or not imagine you were born, but imagine this life of someone who's born 500 years ago going through this kind of struggle. You have a lot more advantages than they do. And overall quality of life seems to improve as time goes on. So you need to think about, in the 1400s, everyone was dying of diseases and everything kind of sucked. And try not to think about how, if only you were born 2,000 years in the future, how things might be better. But that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I was pretty happy with the jump rope session, doing a lot of jump rope. Today, here, the session after this was a little bit better. And going back to continuing to persevere through situations, through mistakes and regret. You can't change the past, but you can change your circumstances. Sometimes it will be difficult. Sometimes you do need to make those big changes. That reframing, that it is like a different example off of fitness that is a parallel, is that you hear a lot, they're like, oh, you people who drink a lot of coffee, don't buy coffee, make coffee at home or whatever, and that extra $1 a day will make you a millionaire. But somehow you realize that you might be thinking, well, if I just stop drinking coffee, that's not going to really change my financial decisions. And that is true. So you need to focus on, some of the bigger issues that are more difficult. You might need to move, you might need to get a better job, you might need to go back to school or do some sort of training to make more money. And that's actually how you'll change your finances. So don't get caught up on the inefficient small things that might not make a big difference and might detract from your life if you really enjoy coffee. I don't drink coffee at all. Never really have. So I might be talking out of my butt when it comes to coffee. I don't really know much about it. But I have heard a lot of that sort of same trope go on through YouTube and those sorts of things. But some of these big things might need to change. Going back to fitness, you might need to hire a coach. I can do that if you want to hire me. You might need to, go to a gym. You might need to buy some equipment. You might need to restructure some things. You might need to hang out with different people who make healthier decisions. You might need to make new friends, whatever that may be. But a lot of it might be difficult for a reason. And no amount of mental gymnastics will get you past that. But that sort of thing can help those things. Here's a little sneak peek of the cooking videos that will come out sometime in the future. Some very crispy pork. Got a nice technique for you guys if you want to figure out for some cheat meats. I think is going to be the next cooking. It's going to be its own kind of video about cooking and some nutrition tips I plan on doing that just every time I get some food, and try to make a little grocery haul and some cooking and preparation advice that are affordable and easy for you guys. But let me know in the comments, leave a like, comment, subscribe, what you want to see in the kind of cooking series that will be coming up, nutrition series. Do you want to know some affordable options, some quick options, easy options, or some really great options? Because actually, when it comes to my nutrition, I don't do quick meals. I don't do like easy or easy meals. I normally cook quite elaborate courses and dinners and all that, and lunches and breakfasts. So let me know what you guys preferences are. I can try to tone it down to make it more easy for some novice cooks out there, and I'll definitely be explaining the nutrition. I've worked a lot with a lot of professionals on nutrition, and I've done a lot of research throughout my life about nutrition there. So you have some good tips there, but I'm mainly wanting to know what you think about the cooking and the grocery haul. If you want affordability, you want easiness for novices, or you just want the maximum experience when it comes to the meals, because I like to make very tasty, very flavorful, very complex meals. But whatever it is, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.